Hello and welcome to this new video. Today we want to discover what happens to clients if the host leaves the game or destroys the session. So we will manage the situation if the connection with the host fails during matchmaking. Currently, if a client loses connection with a server, for whatever reason, for example if the host leaves the game, Unreal Engine will automatically open the default game map defined in the project settings for the client, which in our case is the startup level. In a real game, you will not return your player to the default map in this case. You will maybe display a message that the host has left the match, or automatically send him back to his lobby. The first situation I want to handle is to kick all clients by the host if the host destroys or leaves the session. For example, if he does a client travel to another map. To start, in your game mode, add a new function that serves to kick all clients. In this function, we will fetch and collect the player names of the lobby clients. To do this, we will loop throw the player cards variable to populate a list of the client's player names. Be careful there. The player cards also contains the host card, so we will exclude it. You just have to compare the key, which is the player controller, with the local player controller of the game mode, therefore of the host. Once the list is filled, we will loop throw it to call the game mode interface function, kick member from session, and then give the player name to this function. The function is now ready. We will call it when the host destroys his session. Click on Override, and look for the destroyed event. Click on it to implement it. This event is triggered when the game mode is destroyed. So you can use this override to kick all members before the object is destroyed. You can also use instead of this event the on-end play event. Be careful, these two events are not triggered if the host quit the game, because in this case there will be a hard close on the host side. We will manage this situation later. But these two events can be triggered when the host opens another map, for example, so a client travel. We will fix something. Currently we call the function once the session is destroyed, so the session is no longer valid. Whereas the kick member event of the game mode does not proceed if the session is not valid. For this we will move the function before the set of the lobby session variable and add a delay. Now run a test. Create a session on player 1, then join it from player 2. Once player 2 is in the lobby, destroy the session respecting its life cycle, so start, end and finally destroy. And there you have it. Once the session is destroyed, the clients are kicked by the host and the session no longer exists. Now we want to see what happens to the clients if the host quits the game. Create a new session and join it from player 2. Once player 2 is in the lobby, close the host window. And voila! Player 2 has been automatically sent back to the startup level, which is the default game map. We also note that the onDestroyed event of the game mode was not executed because of the hard close on the host side. To fix this problem, we will listen for network failures when a client loses connection with a server. Unreal Engine offers us an event that is triggered in case of network error. You must call it in the game instance. To do this, go to your game instance and use this event. Right-click and search for Event Network Error. This event provides you with an enum of the error type, as well as a boolean that tells you if this error was triggered on the server or client side. In our case, the error that is triggered is of the connection loss type, when the host leaves the game. So in this case, call the open level node to send the client to his lobby. There you can notify him of errors if you want before opening the level. But that's not enough. In fact, Unreal Engine will ignore this open level node because it is busy opening the startup level, so you have to call the unload stream level node before and specify the startup level. We have one little thing left to fix. Go into your game mode and create a Boolean type variable, and name it as listening. In fact, we don't want to call listen for connection each time the player creates a session. Once listening is started, set this variable to true. Here, we will not call the listen code if the variable is true. Now run a test, then create a session on player 1 and join it from player 2 and 3. Once finished, close the window of the host. And there you have it. When the host left the game, each client was returned to their lobby. That's all for this video. See you in the next one.